An intense winter storm has swept through the heart of the American Midwest, unleashing chaos and putting millions of residents and travelers on high alert during the peak of the Thanksgiving holiday return season. Conditions have deteriorated with surprising speed, leaving behind a landscape dominated by snow, wind, and extreme cold. As the system moved in, Illinois and Iowa began to feel the impact of a relentless snowfall from the early hours, blanketing vast urban and rural areas under a layer of white that continues to grow. Weather officials have warned that the storm has not yet reached its peak in some regions. The combination of swirling snow, violent gusts, and constantly falling temperatures has transformed daily life into an unpredictable challenge. What would normally be a busy weekend has become a complex scenario of road emergencies and widespread cancellations. In Iowa, snow accumulations have grown rapidly. Central and northeastern Iowa cities, including Des Moines, Ames, Waterloo, and Marshalltown, are under strict snow warnings due to the high volumes of snow accumulated in just a few hours. Several areas have reported between 7 and 13 inches of snow, figures that far exceed the usual averages for this early stage of winter. Western Iowa is also experiencing between 7 and 12 inches, increasing the risks for those who must travel. In the southern part of the state, although the snowfall has been slightly less, conditions remain just as dangerous. Entire stretches of highway are covered in layers of ice or freezing drizzle, further complicating travel. Throughout Friday night and into the early hours of Saturday, the snowfall steadily intensified. Visibility dropped drastically within minutes, causing multiple traffic incidents and prompting authorities to urge the public to avoid driving. Illinois faces a similar situation. From the northern to the central counties of the state, snow has fallen relentlessly. Areas near Chicago have recorded between 6 and 12 inches, while some towns northwest of the city have received even more. Regions like Ottawa and Wagoner are experiencing significant accumulations that have hampered access to urban and suburban areas. The weight of the wet snow has also raised concerns about structural damage to roofs and parked vehicles. In central Illinois, cities like Peoria, Springfield, and Bloomington-Normal have seen accumulations between 6 and 9 inches. In the area near Riverbend, the Edwardsville sector reported up to 8.5 inches in the morning alone. Other locations, such as Carlinville and Bunker Hill, reported 8 inches, while smaller communities have recorded between 4.5 and 7 inches. Snowplows are struggling to keep up with the pace of the storm. Secondary streets and rural roads have become veritable slippery traps, where compacted snow has created extremely dangerous surfaces. Machines are working tirelessly, but the snowfall is overwhelming them. The interstate highways crossing Iowa and Illinois are completely blanketed in snow. Authorities have asked that all non-essential travel be postponed, warning that visibility can suddenly disappear due to blizzards. Adding to this situation are winds that, in some areas, are reaching 35.5 miles per hour. These gusts have whipped up the accumulated snow, creating white walls that make driving difficult even on short trips. Drivers have reported moments of total blackout when the horizon disappears completely. Departments of transportation reiterate their call to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. Air traffic has also been impacted by the winter weather system. Airports in the Chicago area, among the busiest in the country, are under heavy operational pressure due to numerous cancellations and delays. Several flights were temporarily suspended when runways became covered in snow and ice. This has created a domino effect nationwide, impacting thousands of passengers trying to return home after the holiday. Long lines, constant flight changes, and frustrated passengers facing the uncertainty of not knowing when they will be able to resume their travels are common sights in airport terminals. The terminals are operating at maximum capacity. Airlines have deployed additional equipment to de-ice aircraft, while ground crews work through squalls of snow trying to clear runways and taxiways. However, the intensity of the storm is hindering progress. In the affected communities, residents have been clearing snow from driveways, sidewalks, and vehicles for hours under increasingly difficult conditions. The density of the snow makes the work particularly strenuous. Authorities warn that rural areas will be among the hardest hit, as roads may become temporarily impassable in several parts of the state. Some regions are already experiencing access difficulties. The risk of vehicles becoming trapped increases as the wind creates towering snowdrifts. Emergency crews have already responded to reports of drivers stranded on the road. Added to this is the growing fear of power outages. The wet, heavy snow is putting pressure on power lines and branches, causing scattered power failures that could increase if the accumulation continues. For many residents, the situation is further complicated by the need to meet work schedules or other essential commitments. Desperate pleas from residents who can't find clear streets reflect the seriousness of the situation. The general recommendation is to stay indoors, prepare alternative heating systems, and check basic supplies. Experts point out that prolonged exposure to extreme cold can cause severe problems.